Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Slcmof, coming back to you again with another video. And today we're going to be kind of doing like Technical Tuesday like Woody's Gamertag does, but I'm really just going to be giving you guys a couple tips here on my gameplay. Now let's go ahead and stop the game here. Now, I'm at a gunfight with this guy. I don't have my gun pulled up, so what's really important about this situation is that I get myself out of this slump. He is at an advantage and I am at a disadvantage. So what's very important here is that if I pull my gun up, even with dexterity, I am not going to win this gunfight. So what I should have done, which I don't do, you'll see what happens here as I die. What I should have done here is done a nice jump shot or drop shot. Now, there was objects to my left and right, but I should have really drop shotted there, even though it's not very excellent in this game. Did you see there where I picked up those tags? That's very important to this game in a whole. You've heard people say play the objective. Heaven forbid, if you've ever seen a YouTube video, you've heard that. But I want to take that a step further into an evolved statement that basically says to take risks in this game. You see my score streak setup, which is the VSAT, the escort drone, and the attack dogs, right? You know, I can get that, you know, playing nice and secure and kind of defensive Wings of Redemption playstyle. But when there's two tags out there, that is essentially 4 kills in my eyes. And that's the way you need to see it, especially when you play kill confirmed. You need to see those tags on the ground as 2 kills, or 4 kills in my case, because there was 2 tags. If you view tags and the objective in a whole in this game as that, you're going to see yourself getting score streaks and in return dying a lot more. Elaborating on the score streak thing, it would be silly to think that what I say or what anyone else says about Call of Duty tips in a whole applies to everything. Applies to every scenario, if you will. And I want to clarify that. There's 2 major instances in which what I just said doesn't actually apply. For example, if you're running a VSAT, let's just say we're running this score streak setup. If you're over halfway to your score streaks, I would definitely not, and right after you get your VSAT, do not take crazy risks like that. You see that tag over there to my right? I am not running to get that, because I might die, and that's not really what I'm going for. The whole point of the VSAT is not the VSAT. The point of the VSAT is to help me get, you know, the dogs and the escort drone. So that's one instance, if you're more than halfway to your high score streak. And second, if you're running low score streaks. It's very important to not die and get these low score streaks. For example, UAV Hunter Killer Lightning very consistently. I love the UAV and the Hunter Killer and the Lightning. That is the best way, one of the best ways I should say, to get a high score, high KD in this game. And that's what I recommended in my KD video, which I'll now link. Running low score streaks is a great way to raise your KD, but you're not going to be able to compete with players like me running high score streaks if you can't get them consistently, and that's what's very important. You need to be getting the UAV, the Hunter Killer, and the Lightning a couple times a game to compete with me getting VSAT, escort drone, and dogs once every 3 games, we'll say. It might be a little bit more than that some days, a little bit less others. It all just depends. I'm kind of feeling in my Market J groove right now, so I feel like it's safe to go out to the middle, contrary to popular belief. Like I said, people are going to tell you never go out in the middle of the map, and that's stupid to think that that tip applies to every scenario, because right now I'm feeling like all-powerful. Well, I just died twice in a row, so not anymore. So now I'm going to kind of pull back a little bit and kind of stick to the edges of the map. But if I have a VSAT up and an escort drone's covering me, I see no reason why it is not okay for you to go out in the middle of the map. Remember, the middle of the map is an absolutely great place to get a lot of traffic. You can connect to any area on the map, specifically on this map, from the middle. And that's something very important to keep in mind. Alright, stop the gameplay really quick. I want to show you, you see what's happening right now on my screen, right? I'm getting shot from behind from this long alleyway. Now, tell me what's in all this long alleyway. Well, I think you can answer that. A ton of head glitches. And there's been lots of Wings of Redemption sightings, of course, in this area of the map. And that's very important for me to take note of. Now, obviously, it'd be crazy for me to turn around, but I want to show you what I did, and it's a mistake. It's an honest mistake. Let me show you. So you see what I did there in pre-firing? That actually is a bad idea, contrary to popular belief. Now, I look at my radar, and you can look at it right now. There was a lot of people coming. There's even less dots now because there was the ghost guy that I killed right there that did not show up, but he does now, obviously, because I just killed him. But he was on the radar earlier. Now, you might think that pre-fire is not a horrible idea, so let's look at what's good about what I chose to pre-fire. And that was that I have pretty much LMG stature clip, which 50 rounds at the PDW. But here's the problem. There was 2 people, right? If I were to possibly run out of ammo, luckily I think I got a reload off, and if not, I did have enough bullets to survive, but for all I knew that there was a 3rd guy with Ghost that would have had me. So, even though pre-firing was not the worst idea there, I didn't actually know that he was coming. I could have assumed it, but if you had looked up at my radar, you would have noticed that there were other teammates coming, so they were kind of the distraction. And that leads me just to my next point. People, greenies, as we like to call them, they're pretty much everyone I'm playing with right now. Look at this, I get tomahawk. That pissed me off. But, the greenies, as us pros call them, and they're just random people that you don't know. They're great uses of guinea pigs. You see all these guinea pigs up here run around the alley? I know that it's safe, because these guinea pigs sure would have been killed by these, you know, poor, cruel people that would have killed them with their assault rifles. So I know that because they're not getting shot, I know that they're safe. So I know that it's safe. For example, right here, I think I use a guinea pig to enter this room. Oh, no, I don't. I'm the guinea pig. Never mind. But you use guinea pigs to enter rooms before you, and they will clear that it's safe. A lot of you probably knew that tactic, but I just wanted to rephrase it for some of you that may not have. Alright guys, I got a lot of things to say in this outro and not enough time to do it, so let me get right into it. First, I got of 3 things to say. First, I want to thank you guys oh so very much for 100 subscribers. I really do appreciate 100 subs. It means the world to me. I woke up my entire family when I checked my subscriber count this morning, as I do every morning, and saw that it was in the triple digits. So I really do appreciate it, and this is a huge landmark for my channel. Secondly, I want everyone to leave a rating. Absolutely everyone. I want as many ratings as I do views. And I'm not necessarily asking for a like. I just want likes and dislikes. And if you leave a dislike, please comment why. And a comment, of course, being beyond Slcmof, you suck, your commentaries are garbage, etc. You know, so actually constructive criticism so that next video you see, you might actually like a little bit better. Thirdly, if you're a subscriber, here's what I want to do. If you have a mediocre gameplay where you go barely positive or maybe even negative, I want you to send that to me. And what I will do is I'll do exactly what I did in this video and dissect the gameplay and maybe teach you a new thing or two. So if you enjoyed, please hit the like button or the dislike button like I just mentioned. My name's Slcmof, and we'll see you later.